Good morning. It's 9:09. I'm on my way to a meeting right now with a woman, a yogi. I'm not quite sure what she has in store for me. However, I am excited to meet her. And we shall see what's in store for me today. My agenda is to clean my car and prepare for my father's arrival for this Friday. I'm very excited to be spending time with him. I'm hoping he will let me film some of us, because we can never get back the now, and I just really enjoy him, and I always want to show him off to you guys, his intelligence and our conversations. I'm so motivated. This morning I'm waking up with horrible symptoms of my illness, and it's quite painful. And I thought about making like a weekly video for those of you who actually want to be on Team Trina Mason. So I thought about maybe doing tasks for Team Trina Mason videos every week. That's names the things that are important to me. So if you want to help out, I'll make a list of ways that you can help out. I definitely want to push the agenda of the yin care. It's $30 per bottle, but it saves me, okay? It really helps. It really does. My lovely lady bits just love it. They love it. They need it. So there's that. I'm also fighting my ego, my habitual patterns that aren't really so good for me, but I'm used to doing. So I'm ending that. And it's been hard, and I've given in to temptation, and then I've been tested to see if I was really serious and meant what I said. So there was interference clearly showing me. I'm doing this mainly, at least for until Friday. I'm thinking, okay, I need to have super clear head. I'm going to be eating better, and I really need to get into proper alignment with all the chakras to basically move ahead on with all of this. And then hopefully to leave behind the bad habits forever, for good. I really need to be drinking more water. I'll be fasting and drinking water. And I'm going to be needing people to be hiring me for sessions, just paid the rent. So if you'd like to put me to work, it'd be greatly helpful, for me and George, especially if you got some extra money that you're just going to go throw at the strip club or on alcohol or something, maybe you want to do some trading of services, little currency exchange for a little energetic and emotional exchange. I'd be happy to be of service. I just made an Instagram on announcing publicly my quote psychic gifts, clairaudience, psychometry. I just want to be of service and doing these things. I'm open to doing art projects and modeling and videos and all that too. I'm totally into that, as many of you know. But I'm also most interested in continuing this work. So if you feel suicidal or unhappy or lost or miserable or not really sure what your purpose is, and you are suffering some kind of fear or trauma, you might want to hit me up, because I might be able to help you through it. And it's not all about the money for me. I just genuinely am invested in this. I do believe in equal energetic exchange, meaning don't have an expectation of me to put out something if you're not going to put out equally the investment for my time. I'm minimum $20 an hour, you know what I mean? I'm usually charging $50 to $100 an hour minimum, but I'm genuine about what I'm doing. So it really depends on what you're asking me to do, and I have my own personal boundaries, and I certainly love telling you no, of course, because I love being my own person. But that doesn't mean that you should be hesitant to ask where your boundaries are, you know what I mean? If you're in a situation, you only have X amount to spend, and if you're honest about it, I will feel your genuineness, and I will know your intentions. So I would be more than happy to help someone who's like genuinely like invested. Ooh, that probably wasn't so wise to run over that. Oh well. Nothing I can do now. It's too late. Too late, too late, too late. You gotta be more mindful, have a better education, more experience. Experience is the only way you can ever know. And like, something for me was getting used to accepting rejection. So I was taught to just straight up just ask for things that like people just might absolutely say no to, you know? Like, will you give me $5,000 so I can move across the country? I don't want to give anything back in return. I just genuinely, really, my whole heart just wants me to move cross country, and I need $5,000 to do it. And if you got extra $5,000, I need first, last, and security for my house. Thanks. Everyone's like, how about freaking no? I'm like, what if I got lucky and there was like one person that's like, yeah, Trina, here's $10,000. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I think I would cry. I wouldn't even know what to do. Oh man. I mean, it'd be really nice to have, no worries. It'd be really nice. And I've personally learned that if money can fix a problem, it's not a real problem, you know? I just need to work harder and be more dedicated. And I've picked up some, quote, normal jobs along the way just because, like, I have so much free time. And, like, I want to be making money, of course. Who doesn't want to be feeling like they're moving closer to their goals? So this new cleaning gig is just, like, so good for me. I like it, personally, like, which is funny because, like, this was going against the grind of Trina, right? Spoiled little brat. You know, her mom cleaned everything for her, OCD perfection. So she's kind of found pleasure in making messes as a grown-up and being able to keep her environment how she wants to. So now I've been commissioned to basically make homes spotless, like every single hair. So reaching that type of standard and then basically like bringing that into my household, it's been pretty empowering. And I'm working on like establishing better feng shui, and I'm studying my books more and putting more emotional effort into these things as they present themselves. But right now I'm focused on my health and clearing a better space mentally, emotionally, and my heart. I've been working on healing the heart chakra. Like, I spent all of last night listening to like solfeggio, hertz, sound frequencies that kind of like resonate with the heart. I'm shocked that like no advertisements came on during my rest. You know, I'm kind of glad, of course, that I was allowed no interference and to have full rest without paying for YouTube services. So that was nice. And man, I do certainly hope to be continuing. I actually studied last night on Twitter, believe it or not. I came across this girl that I like. I don't know how to say her name. Jean Aiko? I have no idea, okay? Anyway, this girl apparently is into sound healing like me. And she uses it in her music, and in the little video or whatever, she talks about how you can only play the root chakra singing bowl if you are pure of heart. And like, it's awesome to have learned that, because it taught me that I needed to balance the root chakra more than anything, which is about my survival, my instincts, my ego. So I'll be working on this all day today, studying more about the root and everything I possibly can, you know what I mean? Like, I really want to have this video done by Mother's Day. Like, seriously. Like, I have all of my notes together. Everything that could possibly be together is together. And then, I gotta go see Brian and pick up this paperwork so I can finish the project. He's been one of my best business partners for sure. And like, he doesn't even know it, you know what I mean? Like, I know he knows he's on my team, but I don't know if he really knows like how great of a teacher he has been for me. And yeah, it's just been like a great dynamic collaborating. We fight like a married couple, but man, are we friends. Like, oh man, it's pretty great. I love holding that space and like being there for people. You guys, I'm dealing with like horrible morning traffic right now, so I'm just like, Trina's like upset. She wants to keep moving. So, I went to a dreams workshop last night, and I'll admit I'm not exercising it like I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to be journaling what I dreamed about and like how I felt when I woke up, and I didn't do that. It's all right here though, but like I know it's best for me to write it down because it's trying to tell me something. In my dream, I'm trying to put on makeup, but when I put on makeup, I can't put on any mascara because there's no eyelashes there, because it's like I burned them all off again, like when I caught my face on fire. To me, like now that I say it out loud, it makes me feel like I can't see, or that I'm not fully like in touch with every nerve of seeing, because I burned them all off. Like, and I would say like that symbolism of me smoking, I could say that's the only thing that I can think of, that like I'm not seeing things clearly because, or fully, because I'm narrowed by my ability to tap in, because like, yeah, because I don't basically love myself. Hence me putting on all the makeup, trying to mask and cover up. But then like when it comes down to like the final piece, there's nothing there. And then I remember I'm like telling a guy or somebody, and they're just like, you're still pretty. But it wasn't even about that. It was just like I felt so empty and like I was missing something. And for me, like, again, I can't help but think of smoking, you know, like I feel like that if I can heal this, you know, that I feel like underneath that like addiction lies so much grief, so much suffering, and so much stuff. And like, yeah, to finally come out and to really put my health first. And then the next thing, it's so funny, they're all connected to visions. So the other thing is that I had a dream that I broke one of these pieces off. And I remember in the dream being so upset because I can never get back another one of these, you know. This is like, these are sentimental. I got these from like Steve-O's crew. So, like, and they were like a gift. So like, it's really like more sentimental. But like, there's a symbolism here of like breaking these and losing a leg to these, which would be like ending my ability to have shade. Again, like they're all dreams that I'm not seeing clearly, or that like things are interfering with my vision. So it's important to me to basically, I'm thinking I'm going to clear up as much as possible. I'm not saying like I'm going to be done smoking medical marijuana for the rest of my life, you know, like if I go back out to Washington, maybe, you know what I mean? But like, I choose to not be a slave to this makes me feel good, I need more. And I'm noticing it's been like an escape route, you know, like anytime that I'm in a lot of physical pain, or that, yeah, if I'm anything that I'm dealing with, like that is just my go-to crutch. And before that, I had other self-harm mechanisms, and I know some people don't really see smoking as self-harm, but I do. And for me, it's me not giving myself permission to process my grief and my anger and my suffering. And I'm going to choose to just be with it, you know, and work through it. And like, man, I might journal some things. Like, I'm going to be very honest, you guys. Like, when you stop smoking marijuana, you get irritable. Like, everything changes. Everything changes. I've done this before, you know, I've been in and out of this stuff for a long time. And I'm thinking, like, I'm going to use running. I'm going to use running, get my heart rate up, and just like really get into breathing. And that'll be like my new high, is breath work. And I really would love to do some more hot yoga. And I thought about doing that on the list for Trina Mason. Like, if you guys want to do something nice for me, I would say like send like a 90 to 120 donation, and then say like for the yoga, do it for the yoga, or something like that. Use it for the yoga. You know what I mean? Like, show with your actions that you're investing in me to invest in myself in these ways. And then like, if you do that, like, I'm not going to have any excuse, you know what I mean? I should be invested on my own. But like, yeah. And then like, what I'm thinking is I could do videos. I'll do videos of more yoga and my own personal process, you know. Man, I have so much stress, so much tension in the back of my neck. I need to like work on relaxing. I need to go to the beach more. I need to take better care of myself. And I could use like some loving support. I know that like I'm not the best person in the world. And I know that like I'm not a special snowflake. Yet I know that there's only one of me, only one of my DNA, only one, just like there's only one of you. So I understand we are all equally special, all equally not special. Okay? I know that we all have an opportunity to do great service in the world, and that all parts are equal because they all tie together. I understand that. However, I also see where people are denying themselves, like they're not letting themselves be happy, or they're feeling guilty because they're happy, or like this brings them joy, right? Their addictions, they feel sad. Like, some of it is justifiable, you know what I mean? Like, oh, of course you feel sad after you stop smoking, or like after the high wore off. Of course you're gonna feel like caca. Of course it's gonna be hard to escape the prison of your attachments. But freeing yourself of codependency, to me, there's nothing more empowering. Oh, there goes all my crystals. You guys. Oh well. No use in crying over spilt milk now. So I hope to do another video a little bit later showing off some toys and doing some athletic therapeutic outlets for me personally. Like I said, I'm coping with all this stress. I have extreme stress. Bills are gonna be due. Like, I need to like look at things on paper more, and I need to take my journey more seriously instead of being so waffly, being extremely waffly, and not being extremely mindful. I have a lot of other things in the works. Like I said, I really need some loving support, and I know there's a lot of people that are like, I'm right here, and there's people that are watching and absorbing my energy, but I really just feel like nobody cares, and I just wish that like more people would rise up and be like, hey, you know, like multiple ways, you know, like I'm certainly interested in furthering taking care of those who would like my training and enjoy being of service, and also those who are interested in self-development with me. I'm looking for like my team, my network, my loves, the people who really enjoy me, and like I understand that I can be like a changeable tool. Like the way that I might service someone else, I might service someone else another way. So I recognize and I understand these things, and I hope you do too. You know, I'm not like I don't know. I'm almost like a one-size-fits-all a little bit, you know, but I also recognize I'm not for everybody too. So I hope that you're comfortable and happy today and grateful to be alive, and are choosing to work through your sufferings and choosing to release your attachments to your expectations and to everything causing you grief. Like, I'm definitely noticing how much grief my body is going through from the lack of the normal crutches that I use. Like, my chest is so tight. So I'm gonna have to consciously breathe through these things and work together with this yogini, I'm hoping. We'll see what ends up happening for me, okay? Time can only tell, you know? And like, for me, I never know people's intentions, you know? Some people just expect to get money from me. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking to be used in these ways. I'm looking to be of service and to collaborate and to expand and help the collective consciousness. I am willing to invest to some extent, you know? Of course, I'm invested in my future, and I'm invested in the highest good of all, you know? That's really important to me too. Well, I'm coming up to my spot. I love you very much. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for listening to me vent about my like sufferings and like being there for me. It helps, believe it or not, even though you may feel like you're not doing anything. Like, I can feel you actually absorbing some of my stuff, and like I hope that you can handle it better than I can. And I don't know, man. We'll see what the future has in store for us. I love you. Drive a gun. Namaste.